passed by Del Taco, and on the sign it said free Shavakadu. No, I don't know what the heck Shavakadu means in Spanish. No, I don't know what it means in Spanish, but I saw the word free, so free Mexican food. Heck yeah. So after this, I'm busting my ass out of here. We're live. Hello, hola, bonjour. Bear County News at 8 on channel 1.67. I am your host, Henry Henderson. My co-host, Ron Watson, is currently not here. He called in sick, so I'll be covering his stories this evening. Top of the evening right now. Saying that activity was highly affected at halting mental deterioration. A new report released Tuesday by the Cleveland Clinic found that a growing number of elderly Americans are improving their cognitive functioning by solving simple murders each day. Lead researcher Dr. Mary Weber, who also noted that MRI scans showed that adults 65 and over who spent at least 3 days a week solving discarded weapons for DNA samples to run through national crime databases showed more vigorous brain activity than those who didn't. Weber also added, because older people are more prone to social isolation, it can also be helpful for them to get out of the house and hunt down for murderers themselves. So that might be account for pretentious drop in digital currency. Financial experts on Friday told reporters that a recent plunge in Bitcoin value could reveal the vulnerabilities in this crazy imaginary money. This should serve as a clear indicator on how susceptible weird invisible money that only exists on the internet can be to sudden fluctuations in the market, said economist Bernard Gregerson, saying that 18% decline in Bitcoin's market value could be a predictor of drastic fluctuations to come in the bizarre making-believe cryptocurrency that has no reality in the physical realm. At press time, Bitcoin had recouped some of its losses, which experts attributed to the factor that even ghost money best suited for anonymously buying heroin could sometime rebound. Now after the break, we'll come back with the weather, sports, and many more. And okay, we're getting word that Ron is going to be he's going to be contacting us via Skype. He's going to give us a special story tonight, so stay tuned.
All right, thank you, Henry. And for sports, I only have one thing very notable to say. Hook 'em horns. That's it. See you guys next week with more highlights on only UT Austin. Hook 'em horns. Back to you, Henry.
Look, I don't want to wear the tie. It was too tight. And that Shavakadu that I had from Del Taco earlier, it's not settling. So if I throw up, I don't want to mess up my welcome back. Right now you're going to get coverage from Ron Ronson at his house where he's currently being sick, but still giving coverage on a new story he did this following week. Ron, to you. Get out. Sorry, Henry. I'm just very sick. I was skipping playing hooky, having a party here, just by myself, sick, very sick. So the story I wanted to cover right now involves social media. Now, social media engulfs every part of society today, and it's become our main form of communication, indirectly with current events or with other people. So this includes Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Pinterest, and Twitter. So I decided to go around this and see where exactly a certain age group is more centered around. So I decided on Twitter because I myself use that medium, and I wanted to figure out if that same stigma, which has been going around, sticks that Twitter is more aligned with liberal sort of issues and social ethics and such. So I decided to go through this by using my own Twitter and such and seeing how this study would go. I gave my results to a local professor at a local institution, and Dr. Cameron gave me very much insight onto what exactly I need to plan out and what I had to do for the study itself. This is Dr. Cameron, a well-known professor here at the University of Texas, San Antonio on social sciences. I came to him for more insights on demographics and what political stigma aligns with social media. Sadly, he wasn't available for face-to-face interview, so I recorded this interview through a phone call, and the information he gave me was quite surprising and very insightful on today's current issues. back after a short commercial break.
Hey you. Me? Yeah, you. Do you like Christmas? Gee, I don't know. Come on, dude. It's pretty obvious. Well, I guess I like Christmas. Then you should buy some of these. Okay. Buy some now at your local supermarket. Ooh, I don't even have taste buds. Buy it.
Professor, I was wondering some sort of perspective of where the study can take me and its overall picture that it can convey towards demographics of social medias and political stances. Well, the overall population that you seem to be studying are active Twitter users. However, Twitter tends to be more aligned between the ages of 18 to 29, as previously mentioned, encompassing around 30%. However, I feel that your personal account's mutuals are between that age gap, so there might be some faults. Nonetheless, let's take a look at the poll that you set up. Now, over the span of 5 days, you get 100 votes, with Liberal being the most prominent one at 48%, estimated around 50 votes, 21% moderate, 20% independent and non-affiliates, and lastly 11% conservative. Now, this is not very surprising, as I mentioned earlier, that this younger partisan population tends to be sided towards a more liberal aspect. Now, in this case, it's a very observational study since you're not interfering with the variables and letting Twitter do all of the decisions. In a much bigger picture, you can see how much it dominates the other three political stances, liberal being more encompassing of the rest of the variables. Now, as an overall picture, liberals, or mainly Democrats, can use this information to sort of dissect their partisan population, and in any case, decide where to spread news, issues, I hate to say it, propaganda, towards their partisan population. This can also be spread towards areas for other political parties, the other variables I've mentioned. Conservatives, Facebook, tends to be with Facebook, Other parties can find other social mediums onto which to spread their own ideas. Wow, that was very informative. Thank you again, Dr. Cameron. I'll go ahead and use this information to a more effective manner later on. It's nice for you to have me. So as you can see conclusively with Professor Cameron, my study did go along with my hypotheses that Twitter does, from this small population, Twitter does align themselves as a liberal class. Yet this is a very small 100, which is a very small portion of the 3.84 billion active users on Twitter. This, for future studies, hopefully this can collaborate with different other social mediums, Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, this can go on. And I feel that Facebook, considering more of an older population, might be more right, and vice versa with Instagram itself. But that was my study. Hopefully it proved effective to the viewers who find themselves needing political voice and such. Twitter's for the left, essentially. That was it for this week, Ron, and I'll be back as soon as I can. Well, that was a very interesting segment for tonight's newscast. Unfortunately, that's all the time we have tonight. Wait for us at 10 for the next segment of our news. But before we get off, we have weather with Widad Man, the transfer weatherman from Sweden.
Thanks, Ron. Well, I'm outside. Well, not actually outside. That's my window over there. Mind the mess. You don't need to see that. I went outside and I looked through something called a window. And it's raining. So, back to you.